Hello friends, welcome back. I am so glad that you're here. Not much has changed because I am still working on this triangle hexagon quilt, but I wanted to show you what I have learned from the comments because the comments were so helpful. And I think it's pretty funny because the biggest suggestion was to do strip piecing. And here I am. I thought that we were really like branching out with the hexies here, but we weren't because now we're going to do strip piecing. So I'm going to walk you through strip piecing, and it actually is a lot easier to do. And I think my borders are turning out a lot better. And I'll confess to you this mistake I made that I should have like realized before, but I didn't until I cut it. That'll be fun. First and foremost, this morning we went to the fair to go see how my quilt did. And here's a picture. I ended up taking 4th place, which I am really excited about. It's funny because I was so competitive when I dropped it off. But when I got in there, it was so amazing to see everyone's quilts. I literally still have my stamp in case I want to go back to the fair later. It's not local here in our town. It's just a little bit of a drive, but we totally go in for the food. So we went in for some lunch and maybe we'll go back for dinner. I mean, you never even know. There was one more thing I wanted to tell you. Oh, how could I forget? Look what we have. Does this look familiar? Tracy has done an amazing job on one of these quilt tops from our mystery stitches. I am so glad you guys were willing to help me. So I'm just going to show you a little sneak peek of this one. Tell me if you see your block in there. Is this not the cutest? Like I said, this is just a sneak peek. We'll do a big reveal when I get the other one, and then we are going to auction these cuties off. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to be close, and it honestly felt so good to get this project off my plate. So thank you to everyone who volunteered. Tracy is doing an amazing job, and I cannot wait to see the other one. So there's a sneak peek of that. So cute. Let's do some strip piecing. So here was my mistake at first. I had gotten my strips, right? Because these are our borders for our hexies. And then I thought, oh, strip piecing. I'm going to sew all 3 of these things together. Because then I can just cut my triangles right out of this, okay? And maybe some of you are thinking, oh, great idea, Kate. That'll be awesome. But I also think there's some of you that are like, Kate, that's not going to work. So here's what it looks like when you've strip pieced and you sew them all together. But you are going to have one funny cut where your triangle is backwards. And that's a total waste of fabric. So don't be me. Don't do that. We are just going to strip piece the borders. And I didn't think it would be like, truthfully, that much of a difference. Like, okay, like I can see how it consolidates. But it made a difference. It was actually really awesome. Only strip piece these 2. Let's put these together. And there we have one big long strip piecing. So I've done with the fabric. In my mess up phase, I did cut this in half just to make it a little bit more manageable, but it wasn't worth it. Keep it the width of fabric. And I have ironed that seam open because I think it helps me keep this straight and adjust it better, but it actually is sitting together much nicer too, instead of ironing up and over, which I was doing when I added the borders one at a time. And like I said earlier, when I thought, will that really make that big of a difference? I feel like when it comes to putting these triangles together, it's not a huge time saver, so to speak, but it is a huge time saver when it comes to cutting. So instead of cutting all of these individual strips and then cutting the angled pieces over and over again, it's actually really easy to get the right size right off the bat. And this is where it saves time. So if you are wanting to try this one, definitely do the strip piecing for the angle. So it still ends up being at the 8.5 down here. And we do end up wasting a little fabric because we can't go, you know, and nest them like we did with the triangles. But I don't think we're wasting any more fabric than I would have doing it the other way. If anything, I think this consolidates it a little bit. Cut that side. Not a huge chunk of waste. Apparently my strip piecing doesn't want to be strip pieced. It's running away from me. We're just going to cut 2 more out of here because that's how many we can get. And then we just put it right on our triangles. So huge thank you for the suggestion. I may have messed up your suggestion at the beginning and done it wrong, but trial and error is my best teacher. And I'm really grateful for your feedback. Hopefully for those of you that are kind of on the fence for this one, that are maybe like, Kate, you talk so much crap about this pattern. I'm not sure I want to do it. We can do it. We don't have to be afraid anymore. The strip piecing makes a huge difference. All right, let's grab one of each of these colors. I actually only need the 2 darks because my original trial has a strip on there. And now the color situation. So I was worried that the pink was too much of a contrast and these 2 were too close to each other. Same with this scenario. It's a pretty harsh contrast. And I think in this small of a scale, that pink and that light blue pop out a lot. And I was a little worried that it would be distracting. My game plan is just to continue moving the light. So next time I'll do a light on top. If we keep moving that light around the hexagon, then by the time this is done, I really don't think it'll be that in your face. Lots of suggestions as well to continue adding fabrics to make it more scrappy. But I think I'm going to run with this and see how it gets me. Because although I love a good scrappy quilt, I really just want these fabrics in particular. Isn't that kind of funny? All right, let's add this to the bottom and I'll stop talking about it. We will have to keep trimming off that excess, but it actually trims a lot better and these sit together a lot better. So let's add these to the bottom. And there we have both of our triangles done. We're gonna trim off this excess. And there we have those 2 pieces. Combo that with my funny should have known better mess up. And we get the other half of our hexie. I really think I'm going to keep plugging along on this one. You're going to see this one in the background quite a bit because I think it's gorgeous. And I actually want to have it ready pretty quickly so that I can hang it up in my house as kind of like my fall quilt. So, you know, no pressure. Hopefully I get it done. So you can see that now that is opposite. And that contrast kind of rotating around, I don't think is so bad anymore. And thought that it was ever bad. Bad's not the right word. It's not as obvious because it's going to start blending in with the other contrast. I think it's going to be just fine. On Thursday, we will be starting I'm going to spend the next couple of days, I'm going to start numbering all of my bolts. So Thursday's video will be the video showing all of the fabric so that you can start building your bundles. Something I did last time was I made little clips showing off everyone's bundles. I think this time I'm just going to create lives throughout the week showcasing everyone's bundle. I really do think that would make it easier on me so I don't feel pressure like I have to make the video every day. We're just going to put it as a live and it'll stay up. Keep an eye out for those. I have a lot of things that we're going to try to do differently this time, so hopefully everything runs just a little bit smoother, but I think that will be the biggest one that you all will notice. Spread the word. We are going to play BYOB. It is my most favorite game and I cannot wait for Thursday. We will see you then. Bye, friends.